Okay, we're back with part 4 of this rear quarter section. So we've just spent an exceptionally long amount of time cleaning up this outer section. This came off a quarter panel that was new old stock and happened to get quite nicely cooked in a fire, but the top half was burnt, the bottom half was not too bad. It just looked very, very unhappy and singed. So we had to sandblast it originally, deoxidine it, sand it, sandblast it again, and now I've copper sprayed it and etch primed it on the inside. I'll do that on the outside in a second. And then, we have this piece that's ready to go in, that goes right there. So, we want to get this all happening today. So, I would say it's time for some more time-lapsing, eh? So there we have it, that bit's in, looking a lot better than it did when it was rusty. I caught up that little hole, unfortunate spot where I couldn't get all the way in there, so I'll have to sort that out a bit later. But that's that. Now I've got to rebuild that bit, stick it in, slap the quarter panel on, and be done with this. So you might have thought I forgot about the fact that this piece had to have a little bit that comes off the side. No, I did not forget. I just did it now. I've also whittled off the last remaining sliver of the old quarter panel that went here. If I go like this... Ooh, look, that's going up. Hey, that's better. So yeah, this piece of quarter panel came... there we go. Came down from here, wrapped around the corner, and went down around here, and then down there. So this is all new, and I just added a little smidgen in there because obviously the quarter panel welds here and it needs something to go to, but when I cut it I basically just chopped that bottom piece off. So there was a little lip left, so I just added that little bit back on. So this whole corner is ready. We just got to move and do that bit. As I say, I was like, oh, I've got to do this, I've got to do this. No, now I'm going to actually do it. I've had the quarter panel trial fitting. It fits up through here beautifully, fits along there, snug in there. Now we just got to finish off that bit, and then literally we can stick it on and weld it on for good. And boy, I say literally a lot. Thanks, Dad. Alrighty, we're at the end of this. That's all been repaired. I decided to put this in, weld it back on, then put the lip on, then do that little bit, and then touch up a couple of little holes. I was also going to show off how I get extra life out of these roll-lock discs. Just get a random scrap metal as long as it's got a point on it. And obviously they wear out. And if you go like this, also watch your fingers, sometimes they hit you. You can get quite a bit more life out of them once they're dead. So that saves them, well, saves money anyway. But now all we're going to do is put the outer on and it's all done. Okay, so now we're up to the last bit where we're going to stick the outer on. I've got it in the right spot. See, that hole lines up well, don't it? So what I'm going to do is just Tech screwed it in the right spot. I'll take that back out and I'll trim off that little bit that's behind there to there, and then stick it back over the top and do the same at the other end. So basically pull the bit that's directly under that at either end, and then when I cut it I can actually pull that out, because if you do that cutting trick and leave that bit in there, guess what you can't get out? You won't be able to get the piece out. So it actually needs to be cut to about here before you can actually do that trick of cutting along. So you've got to pull both ends out, otherwise it doesn't really work. Or you can do it that way and see for yourself, but I recommend you trim the ends off first. But yeah, we're looking pretty good, eh? Alrighty, it's go time. We're going to stick this tab A to part B. The inside's repaired. The outer section, well actually technically it's the outer wheel tub lower section. Gee, I wish they made that piece, because that took some doing. That piece is in, that bit's in, that bit's in. So now that's all cleaned up and we can stick her on for the final time, and then obviously cut along there as we go, and then we'll do some roughing out of that quarter panel. We might do a smidgen of filler work after welding that on and grinding it down. It should all look pretty swish, and this car will be getting there. It's really getting there. Obviously we'll have to go back into hibernation because we're going to work on that later in the week. The XB coupe's coming back out. So here goes the quarter panel. There we go, all welded on, holes welded up, spot weld along the bottom. Really am making that thing do more than it should. Not brilliant, but that thing weighs 50 bajillion tons. And I've got a little hole in here to sort, but I'll grind this all down and around there, and then I'll do the finishing touches. But for the most part, welded nicely and lined up beautifully. Amazing what a genuine part does, eh? There we have it, one repaired XD Falcon. Also same repair for an XE and XF. Far better than what was done to it before. So yeah, that's the end of this repair. Hope you enjoyed it.